Welcome to another edition of my hustle story on Tolu Craig Show. I'm so excited to have you join me again today. Okay, all right. So today we'll be going on to visit Chef Amaka. Her full name is Chiamaka Nwakalor. She'll be telling us about her hustle story, how she started her business, some challenges that she has gone through. She's actually a foodie. Okay, she's in the food industry, so she does more of cooking. All right, and I'm telling you, she has cooked some meals that I've seen personally that have been so tempting. All right, okay. So today we'll have the honor to host her on my hustle story, and then I'm so sure that every bit of what we share today, we are going to learn from it. All right. So if you have the interest of going into the food industry or to go into the catering line, this is sure for you. She's ready for us, and I'm sure that you are ready also. Okay, if this is your first time on this channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button down below and then the bell icon beside it, so that you'll be notified when next a new video is uploaded. All right, are you ready? Let's go now.
Hello, good morning. Yes, my name is Chiamaka Nwakalor. I'm a graduate of the Economics Department in the University of Lagos. I'm a chef, I cook for a living, I'm a TV host, and that is all about me. I am, as I said before, a TV host for In My Kitchen on the Morning Wave or RAVE TV. I am also the CEO of Dish L'Afrique, the executive chef of Catering Silver Spoon, and I'm also a food blogger. And my blog is chowwithamaka.com, where I share food hacks, food recipes, and make you have fun in the kitchen. I started the business November 2015. I've been in business for 5 years. Because of youth service and all, I started fully by 2018-19. But basically, I started the business in 2015. I've been cooking and delivering since 2015. Okay, how it all started. Okay, apart from the fact that I grew up, liking food and liking and knowing how to cook, the main reason why I started the business was because when I was working, I didn't have time to cook. My salary couldn't carry the kind of food I could buy, so I had to buy food outside, and in the process, I suffered food poisoning. So based on that, and it's not like maybe my siblings were around, my siblings were all in school and I was working and I was at home. So based on that, when I resigned, because of the working condition was not so favorable for me, I had to pray. Cooking didn't just come into my head like that. I only know that I love hosting people, but it didn't come to my head. But I had to pray, and God just told me, just go into this, make food available for individuals that are busy and do not have time to cook. Yes, so that is how I started. Chef Amaka started. It has been a learning phase for me. Hasn't been easy, hasn't been smooth at all. I have cried, I have laughed, I have complained, I have shouted, I've pissed people off in the business. So it has not been smooth, but I am still there, I'm standing, because I know what lies ahead is better than now. So yeah, that's how business has been for me. But overall, it's actually a very sweet business. It's very, very lovely business. I like it. Some of the major challenges I faced, first of all, was to make food available for my customers. I usually used to, before logistics firms started delivering food to people, I usually am the one that delivered the food myself. It wasn't so easy for me. But now logistics companies, they've come in. I've actually complained to some people and I was like, why can't there just be a logistic company that will deliver food? And I happen to get one, and because they disappoint one way or the other, so I tend to have about 2, 5 thereabouts. So in case one is not available, the other one is available. Another challenge I had was, based on my environment, and because I really want to make food affordable for people, particularly with the kind of salary that I was earning, I had to look for a way to source for ingredients at a very good price. Reason being that the ingredients within my area was kind of very expensive. On the other hand, there were other places I can find it at a very good price, but I can't, journey there. So I had to research, I had to do my findings to know where I can get these ingredients, and I was able to get them at a good price. And right now, to the glory of God, my price of my meals are really competitive and really reasonable for anyone to buy. Food business is actually a very lucrative business. Food business is very well, like I tell people. There is cuisine, there is cake making, there is grills, there is so many things in food business. So food business, if done properly, you will earn a lot from it. I always advise people to start small and grow while you're starting small. Food business is a business that when you start small, you start reaping the fruits in no time. You will start small and you are not eating your profit. You will expand in no time. Some people call food business a blood money business, and I will agree. It is really a very lucrative business, and it is possible to expand. My long-term goal, basically, for every organization is to expand, right? Yes, so that's actually my goal. My goal is to expand, not just in Lagos, but to other states in Nigeria and to other states of Africa, other countries in Africa rather, other countries of the world. My long-term goal is to make food accessible to anybody, anyone that needs the food, and it should be accessible at a very good price. I have passion for people getting food at a very good price, and so that has been the goal, to have food readily available for everyone at a very good price. So the vision is actually wide, the goal is actually wide, but these two are the main two goals. The passion for cooking, the passion to make food readily available for people is one of it. At times, it can get tiring. Another thing that keeps me going is when I sleep and I wake up in the morning. Yes. Reason being that, when I'm so sad and everything and I sleep, I tend to meditate in my sleep. But when I wake up and I keep meditating, it gives me reason to do it again. Another thing that keeps me going is, let me be a little bit spiritual, is the fact that God actually told me to go into this business. I am a lady that has lots of gifts, and for me to leave other gifts and focus on food, it means that it is God's will for me. So the fact that every day by day I wake up with God's promises is what keeps me going. So that is what keeps me going in my business. Yeah. And another thing is the positive impact I get from the positive comments I get from my customers when they tell me it is nice and it's on a good budget. I'm getting more on a good budget. That is what keeps me going, because it makes me share the passion that I have within me to ensure that food is readily available to people. I share it out. So that's another thing that keeps me going. So my advice to young people is, and I will keep saying it over and over again, except you are emotionally ready and you are financially ready, do not not go into food business full time. That is what I would say. I started the business with nothing. Food business is actually a business, particularly if you are going into the area that I started. It's actually a kind of business that you don't need to start with anything. You can actually start with other people's money and grow with other people's money. That is how it is. But at the same time, based on my experience, I was wishing that if I was earning a salary, I could use it to support what I had, and I could have used it to expanded more. For instance, there were some things that I needed to get. I couldn't get them because I didn't have a steady income. And again, because you are starting and you are trying to penetrate the market, it is not easy for you to get enough customers. I remember that I've been at home. I stayed at home for like 3 months. I didn't get any order. What was keeping me going for those 3 months were allowance from my parents, and it was really, really depressing getting allowance from your parents, knowing fully well you already have work. But if I had a job, I know that okay, for those 3 months, not that I wasn't advertising, while I was advertising and making my product, bringing my product in people's faces, I should have had a cash by the side. I'm also saying it particularly for people that want to go into food blogging. Food blogging is another thing that saps a lot of cash. Now you can only do it if you have enough money or you are working for somebody. You cannot just come out of the blues and start cooking and blogging, because you need to be consistent with it. So I always advise young people. I'm not trying to discourage anybody, but I always advise young people that want to go into this business. Except you have this mental strength and the emotional strength and also the finances to start the business, do not start the business. Let it be a part-time hustle. Let it be a part-time hustle. Let your job be the main hustle. By the time your hustle, that's your part-time hustle, which is your cooking job, starts to pay your bills, because at the initial stage it is the salary job that was paying the bills. But if you get to a point where your hustle, your side hustle, which is your cooking, has started paying your bills and it's paying you more than what your salary is giving you, my dear, switch and focus on it full time. That way you be balanced. That way you learn. That way you know some things. You won't make vital mistakes than we that started full time. Okay, one of the things that I wish I did was that I didn't do was that I didn't have the opportunity to intern under somebody. Okay, so if I'm saying this because I started the business 2015. I learned the job by myself. I made losses myself. I calculated my profits myself. I did everything by myself, and I really, really suffered a lot of losses for a long period of time. It wasn't easy. Imagine charging somebody maybe 100k and you think you make something substantial, only for you to come back with 5,000 naira. It's really, really, really depressing. And you want to save your name, so you have no other choice than to ensure that you do all you can so that people won't see you in a bad light. So if I had interned under somebody, I would have learned the trick of the trade. It's one thing for you to know how to cook. It's another thing for you to know how to cook for as a business. You understand? So I would have learned the trick of the trade. I would have learned what will give me more profit. I would have learned certain things, and I wouldn't have made a lot of mistakes that I made now. I would have learned how to delegate, because then I wasn't delegating. I was doing everything myself. I was falling sick. I was making losses. I was getting people angry. But if I had learned it, if I had interned under someone, I would have. It would be more like you are learning in the job. So I'll be paid. Even if I'm not going to be paid, but I'm learning on the job, and I can learn for the space of 1 year, and I'm starting my business. So that is one thing that I wish I really, really did. But nevertheless, I always tell people that want to go into food business, that they can intern under people, intern under a company, a food company, or intern under a trade or a path that you want to go through in life. Learn the tricks of the trade so that when you come out, you won't be stranded. Yes, so that is it. One advice again I'm going to give for young people is that is going to enter into this business. No matter what, your name is important. You have to safeguard your name. Your name. When I mean your name, I mean your business. Your name is your image. Your name is your goodwill. You must not make profit at the detriment of your name. It's better you make loss and make a good name than to make profit and you get a bad name. Reason being that if you make a good name, people will keep recommending you and you end up getting more than what you expected. But if you are in for the profit fully and you don't want to save your name, you throw it out. So as much as possible, make sure that you safeguard your name. I'm speaking from experience. I am in this business for 5 years. I have made mistakes, particularly with individuals, even with companies. And I know what I did to save my name. It cost me a lot, but I'm happy I did that. And that is what I always tell people. Your brand is very important. Save it as much as possible. Don't throw it in the waste bin. Thank you very much.
Welcome back. I hope you've learned a lot from her. I'm telling you personally, I'd learned. If you have noticed from the past few series that we've had, you notice that each and every of them had mentioned something in common, and that is they wish they had actually interned somewhere, or they wish they had actually learned the trade, or they wish they had actually gone through a particular form of schooling in the particular business that they are doing before launching out. All right, that is to tell us that sincerely, in fact, it happened to me also. We need a form of training in that business before we launch out fully. All right, there's the place of learning along the journey. Yes, it cannot be pushed aside. All right, but there's still the place of learning, getting to know the trade. You know, there's one thing is one to know, to have a skill, and then it is another to learn the business side of the skill. So I think all of them have talked about not being opportune to, but they wish they had been able to learn the business part of their trade before launching out fully. So I've learned that personally. What else have you learned? You know, I want to hear from you. Please drop in the comment section below. I'll be so waiting to hear back from you. All right, you want to do business with Chef Amaka? Our contact details in the description section below. Feel free to contact her. She's the Amaka that does not disappoint. All right. Okay, and then don't forget, like I said when we started, if this is your first time on this channel, don't forget, click on the subscribe button below and the bell icon so that you'll be notified when next a new video is uploaded. My hustle story like this comes up every Wednesday. So next week Wednesday, expect to have another story from another booming entrepreneur out there. All right, so thank you for your time. See you next time.